that's the way it always seems to be around me.
Yeah, it is. That's kind of the point. Ryu, you're going too far with this.
Maybe.
Maybe? I knew. I had a bad feeling something bad was going to happen today, but I really hoped it wasn't going to be this.
I mean, Akira can see, like, Ryu's pretty, like, he still has, like, the web around his chest and his forehead.
Right, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Like, you won't be getting that shit off for a while, unless Iga dismisses it herself.
And then there's also the traumas still.
Those are the traumas. Basically,
okay.
It's like it's basically clamping down on his emotional and magical state.
Ryu,
it doesn't hurt him.
Please give me a good reason why you two were fighting. Tell me something that won't make this worse, please.
I don't have an answer for you in that sense, Akira.
She just, like, grits her teeth. I don't want things to keep ending up this way.
And you think I intended it should end this way?
Are you not assuming responsibility?
Oh, I agree it is my responsibility, and I called the nurse to try and get some help. And considering the fact that there's an open shadow portal behind me, I also asked called Shizuka to see if she can't come and close it.
Why are you getting her wrapped up in all this?
Do you know someone else who can close one of these?
Do I know someone else who doesn't go off and do fucked up shit like this? No. This
Great,
isn't the
so
problem.
hit me fucking later, Akira. I'd rather get the portal closed beforehand.
You are not going to get the upper ground against me in this conversation. Look at her. She's almost dead.
Yes, and she would be dead if I had left her in there.
She wouldn't have been stuck in there if you hadn't done this to her.
Great. How is that going to change anything, Akira?
It's not anymore, but it's not going to change anything if we keep letting you do this.
Letting me do what? What exactly have I done, Akira, other than this?
This is enough, Ryu. I know what deal you took. It's not like I didn't take it the same way. I was lucky.
Lucky? You basically had your sides ripped open because you chose to stop.
I didn't exactly choose, but...
Well, you didn't exactly fulfill your contract either.
Yeah. And you know what? Seeing the way people have gone fucked up over these things, it's a real weird silver lining to think about.
Except for the simple fact is this has nothing to do with the contract, Akira.
It's to do with the deal.
No, it doesn't. Unless you think that you opening the deal is not going to unleash more shadows into this place.
I think opening the deal was the only reason you got this fucked up.
No, I hate to break it to you, Akira, but I've always been this fucked up.
Please.
The fact that you always seem to laugh about it whenever I make a mention of it, I think is more an issue with you than it is with me.
What? Why? Because I'm supposed to take you seriously when you propose you're going to be an awful person? I try to see the best in people, Ryu.
And look how well that's turned out.
Alright, so I guess this would be a good point to segue back to the car then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so I guess this, like, you'll be, like, near the transport hub, and I suppose if Rio wants to call Raph back, he can do now.
Well, I mean, the way he worded it made it seem pretty urgent. I'd feel weird not calling him back.
I guess I answer on pretty much the first ring. Rio?
What is it, Dark? Alrighty.
Well, oh wow.
Minus a D8.
because I'm using my distinction in the negative. This is also very stressful. He's just discovered a lot, and now Raph is telling him there's a problem with Ryu, which Rio has been expecting.
Yeah. Long story short, crap. What was her name again?
Aiga.
That actually
Nami would say Aiga.
Holy fucking shit.
Aiga got dragged Ryu into a domain because he did some shit to some of her friends, and she beat the crap out of them. And then basically the monitoring line went dead, and I heard the entire fucking conversation. So we're trying to get to the transport station. As soon as I get there, if you want to come along, I can drag you through a Jeffrey, because I have no clue what kind of shape Ryu's in afterwards. After this fucking ordeal. That's the 10-second version.
Alright, 10-second version. Rio will say, after a moment's pause. And he's looking at the book he just got from I'm good with names, I swear. And he'll say, a fight, Ryu, Aiga, yes, if you can, pull me through a Jeffrey. I need to get something.
Alright, looks like we're coming up on the station now. Or not, I mean...
Explosion happened in the middle of a public place.
Yeah. So, as soon as we get there, I basically run into a Jeffrey and basically connect it, basically see if I can get it connected up so I can pull Rio through.
Mm-hmm. Rio would have ran to a Jeffrey to get inside to, just in case, pick up his elemental change Agi and Dakunda stimulants. Just in case.
Alright.
This is what the plan was for.
Alright.
Basically, once in the Jeffrey, I basically tell Rio, I heard the entire conversation. There's a bunch about stuff about mutilations and harvestings.
Oh boy. Rio is just gonna say, I see.
Is that the best you can come up with?
In the Jeffrey. Did he bring Naomi in?
I mean, she probably ran off.
I mean, she probably came in, to be quite honest.
Okay.
Okay. Then in that case, he'd be like, He'd just go,
Right.
If that's what Boy Genius has to offer in terms of input, I think we're all screwed.
What input would you like me to say at the moment when time is of an issue?
This is one of your people. Did you not see this coming?
Rio's just going to start walking out and says, whether I saw it coming or not, at the moment I'm concerned with getting to the scene.
As soon as we get outside, I touch the ley line and kick off the map to find where they are.
I mean, if you walk in, like, when you walk in, you can see Akira's head, like, above everybody else. That tallest stuff.
Yeah, I need
Akira.
You're welcome.
Run.
I'm a signal beacon.
Yeah, I need to be right back. It's very because she landed weird and then went over, and they're kind of. There's not a scene going on, is there, where people are watching?
There are people watching. They are
Fata Morgana. Fata Morgana, as we approach, make everything seem normal and happy. And with that, I need to be right back.
Alright. Like people with mobile phones and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, actually.
But now we're going to be distracted by something.
Alright,
yes.
thanks, man.
There'll be less of them. They'll just kind of be like, oh, it's nothing.
I also tagged the distinction. Basically, everybody has their own business or something like that. I mean, this is everybody's moving around. This is a public area. You tend to basically,
places to go, people to see.
Places to go, people to see, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
you can do that as well. Like, as soon as you guys come in, like, the crowd will disperse pretty quickly. There are a couple people hangers on, but, you can't get rid of everybody.
Yeah.
Jess, did I link up with someone today? If I did...
It was...
Because I know I affected Rio's ability, but I don't know if I
don't think he changed from... I mean... Yeah. Either you had Kaharu and you changed when you used 100% organic, or you started with being Rio at the very beginning?
Yeah, so we changed. So she changed to 100% organic, though.
She changed it so she wouldn't be linked up to anybody at the moment then.
Oh, okay. She wouldn't be linked. Okay.
Because you said you started with Kaharu, but then Rio asked you to do something, and then you took off
right.
Okay,
right. So she's open to link up to something at the moment.
Yeah, as long as you got the PP.
Yeah, alright. I'll consider that. Probably not going to do that anytime soon. That's 5 PP.
Yeah, I'm back.
Welcome back.
We can resume then.
Oh, were you waiting for me? Sorry.
I mean, yeah.
All principal members
fine.
are.
I'm thinking of things to do still.
I mean, yeah, it wasn't like a huge dot.
It wasn't huge.
Mhm.
It was huge.
So at this point, we're all basically time synced up, and we're all in the same gather point, right?
Yeah.
You can see Akira. You're making your way. Rio's just fucking Men in Blacking people on the way over.
Yes. Everything seems normal. The doom pool is shrinking.
Yep. And then I also basically spiked up the nobody cares distinction too.
Yeah, sorry, both of you are Men in Blacking. I forgot. Excuse me.
Yes.
That was rude.
Go team. No.
I guess Glinda is the pug.
This is a pug.
I mean, Glinda probably would have whispered it to Akira. Remember, if you don't want to deal with the nasty package he's holding on to, you might want to stay your words.
Let me see Kira can stay her words.
What the hell happened? I thought you would be the one What's going on with her?
Nope, that's good.
Demon Bomb. Apparently, the packages we got from the Ma contain a very, very dark genie in them.
Can we do anything to help her?
Nurse should be on the way. Let her know what happened. If you can do something, I'd recommend do it. But I get the feeling that if I tried to do anything, it would just make matters worse.
You've already made them pretty bad.
Is there anything we can do to help?
Yes, was that the coup?
Yeah.
Yes.
We might twist to, see what's ailing the lady. You can deal with your traitorous friend another time. He should not be top of the priority.
The lady is the priority right now.
I'm glad something's making sense. Something. Ku was the one who said it, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I dropped my distinction. I dropped my effective distinction. If nothing else, I basically see if I can boost her distinctions. Give her resilience or something. Basically, help her out. If nothing else, just boost her self-esteem.
Right.
You could do a geese, I guess.
I mean, with the distinction point is particularly what I'm saying. At least it is an initial helping. And then I asked specifically Ku if there's anything we can do to specifically help.
I suppose you could manipulate one of her distinctions to be better.
Yeah, I think that was his idea.
Oh,
yeah.
So I guess I'll write them up and roll a 1d3 because you don't know what her distinctions are, and that necklace is,
Do you want me to roll it or just say I do it?
Roll a 1d3.
All right.
And then you want me to roll a distinction manipulation or not?
Okay.
She's just finishing writing them up. I assume he should roll his thing, Jess, like you said, yeah?
Yeah, you roll it. Go ahead and roll it.
Alright. Checking to see if the button still works, so it might not be the roll.
Hell yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Unfortunately, that's all the button did.
Hell yeah.
Roll. So let's see, crap. 2d10 plus d8 plus d1. Oh, shit. Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That
So
should be enough to.
basically, you remind her of a distinction thicker than blood, which basically she finds comfort through people she's come to see as a family that's not her blood family.
Okay.
And seeing Naomi and Akira, she'll just kind of look up, and it's still a bit blurry for her. And if you try to approach her, she'll just creak out a don't come closer.
Is there anything we can do to help?
Need less danger.
Help's coming.
Rio's just gonna kind of look around and say, so, besides the injuries, what's exactly ailing her?
And Sax will be like, it seems like she's got a touch of the shadow. You do know what the shadow is, right? Think back carefully to your lessons.
I have psychology!
I know.
I'm hoping I know this.
Oh, yes.
I guess you want to roll.
You know what they are, but the higher the roll, the more you know. But you do know what the shadow is.
Sweet. It's a 3 general modifier for psychology, right? From the thing. Alright, this will be a 1.
Nope.
No.
You know as much as you need to know. You know more than me.
Do I? Okay, so I know what I know.
You know Richard knowledge.
Yes,
Okay.
you know Richard. He knows
Richard's
Richard.
waking up at 2 in discussing, well, okay, see, I need to think of these shadow ideas. Can you tell me if I'm crazy?
It's how I work.
You're never crazy, don't worry.
Yeah, so sometimes I'm
I
crazy.
love Midnight Richard. He comes up with the best ideas.
It's always about stuff. Alright, so I'll be like, I'm familiar with the concept, and I suppose Genda did explain, but that has actual ramifications.
Yes, and I suppose there is 2 selves, the shadow self and the guise you put on your persona. But tell me, the 2 don't exactly always get along in tandem, do they?
As far as I've been led to believe, it's sort of a thing. The idea of the persona is meant to be something that directly separates someone from their shadow, at least as far as Jung went.
Yes, I separate you from your shadow self, but it seems like the barrier is completely fallen through when it comes to the girl. And what you see now is the shadows trying to consume her persona.
Well, that's something that we can't let happen.
Oh, if you get into contact with her, well, they're quite like a virus. The spread of emotions. Well, it's not something you can see, but it's something that you feel. Surely you feel amongst it. You feel it now. If you're not particularly close to her, then maybe the others more than yourself. But a shadow is worming through their heart. A shadow of doubt. A shadow of regret. A shadow of distrust towards. Well, I do think you still see him as a companion.
Until we finished this, maybe. But what did she mean by she needs to get away from danger?
Oh, that would be around the trinket around her neck. Quite a lovely piece, very unique.
I see. Can I do something stupid?
I don't know, you always have the capability of. It's more like a may.
Yeah, may I?
Well, what is it, buddy?
Well, like, if Jack said that, and it's, like, obvious that the necklace is giving her pain, right?
Please.
Yes.
Please don't.
No. I'm not gonna fiddle with it. I'm gonna see what it would do on something else.
Copy its function and put it on something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would be that something else?
Put it on Ryu, Kappa.
Something stupid, I said.
Hell yeah, do it.
So yourself?
Yeah, on the sleeve of his left arm. On his left arm sleeve. And then he's going to accelerate the function to see if it's going to get very painful and possibly snap something, or if she has time.
I mean, the way it will work is that it's painful, but it's not. It's trying to restrict your movement, basically.
Well, I'm gonna do it. No one can stop me now.
Go ahead.
Nope.
Team. Okay.
That's a pretty good fucking. All right.
Man, add this to your book.
We both got 56.
Oh god.
Or is he too distraught to think of that?
No, he's too distraught at the moment, and he just got
there
it.
You go. There you go.
All right, so you'll make like a inferior copy of the necklace. I mean, it's inferior compared to the
That
real
is
thing.
fine.
It's a pretty hard thing to make, I imagine.
It was a
it will
trinket,
it will start wrapping around your hand, and you kind of get the feeling like it's trying to suppress like the signals that make the hand move.
Oh, so it's trying to make it so it's around her neck. It doesn't feel like. Does it feel like it's cutting off the blood flow?
No.
So it just feels like it's trying. So extrapolating, am I allowed to make the jump that hers around her neck is making it so she can't talk?
Yes.
Okay. And he'll say, a bit uncomfortable. And he'll let it go and his sleeve will go. I imagine it'll be a bit
Stranger
ruffled
now.
when it goes back.
Yes.
You can give yourself a stranger now.
Yeah.
Indian woman.
And then he'll say, well, that explains that at least. Does anyone
What?
have any ideas on how to get her out of danger?
If we can't touch her, I can maybe move her with wind into someplace. I mean, what do we call danger?
Apparently there is something around here that's dangerous and is constricting her for some reason.
If we can get her on Akira's cloud, we can at least get her into basically the school.
That's what I was gonna say. Iga, can you move on to it at least? Just nod. Wave your arm.
She'll
Two taps for yes.
She'll tap.
Yes.
Yes.
Alright, she'll move the cloud over to her and let her get on it.
I guess send a message to the nurse telling her we're bringing her to the. Was it? She's in bad shape. We're bringing her to the. To you.
By the sounds of things, it sounded like she needed to let the thing pass in case it comes in contact with anyone, but I'm sure the nurse can handle it.
No, there's a more pressing concern.
Yes.
Oh.
Raph, I've heard what Ryu wanted to say. Tell me what you heard now.
Now is it? You want to do this now?
I gave him a delay on this already.
I look at Ryu. Look, I heard pretty much everything from when you guys stepped into the domain. I have no idea half of what I heard, so I don't know. I can imagine. I imagine I don't know how bad this is. Basically, I heard that you did some harvesting.
You said you heard all of it. Something like that, yes.
I'm paraphrasing. I don't think my Japanese is good enough to basically go for verbatim.
Fine. Naomi, did you hear it then?
Says being friends with Misoku is giving me quite the perspective, but what he's done is did you know that when you make a step towards something concrete, the flow of life, it solidifies?
She's talking about the crystals.
Yeah,
Yes, those.
God, with it, please. I don't need a science lesson.
You want the simplistic of it, Akira. Remember that thing they talked about, the spill that happened out in the bay?
Vaguely.
Yes, well, that was mine doing. I went there to try and figure out exactly what this whole dark thing was. And part of the process was me making a few crystals and opening a portal to the shadow world.
Jesus.
I mean, I'm glad he can rattle off those things without any sign of remorse, Naomi will just say caustically.
What does it take to do that, Naomi?
No offense, but I can't exactly say that remorse is exactly flowing through my body, especially with this band around me. I mean, it's taking quite a bit of effort because right now I actually kind of want to see how well I would do against all you guys.
What the fuck?
No, we'll be like, she'll just say to Akira, the best person to ask is not here right now. Well, I suppose the cat's out of the bag, so you'll be quite predisposed until later on tonight. I was hoping for it to be a nice surprise, but, well.
Jesus. What the fuck is going on here? So, you're jumping full force into the dark deal then?
No. I was curious about it and decided to take the first step.
Curious?
Yeah. Personally, I don't particularly care for the whole crystal thing, so I wasn't going to do that again, but I was just kind of curious what exactly it could offer in exchange for following what it wants.
So this was a science experiment?
Well, at least the thing at the pier was, what happened here was pretty much just us fighting and then, well, whatever was in the bag got set free.
What actually happened? I don't know. I didn't get to that. It cut off. What exactly happened? I mean, no offense, man, but from what I heard, you were on the ground, and then next thing, I figured we're coming here to, rescue you, and, well...
Worried about offending him at this point?
Yes, that does seem rather foolish, doesn't it? No, actually, what happened was I went to see what the bag would do. I did not... Yes, we got some rescue bags from a demon in the maw. I did not expected some blackness from it. I did not expect it to be from the very pits of hell itself.
Do you always trust every demon you come across?
Trust? No, never.
But now she'll just kind of spit and she'll be like, well, I don't see how you're any different from a demon from what I've been hearing.
Yes. That is a good question.
It wasn't a question, it was a statement.
Was it?
Yes.
It was both. It could be taken as a statement and as a question. Yeah, exactly.
Are you really getting sidetracked trying to argue semantics after what you just did, Ryu?
Well, considering nothing can be changed, and it's better than me trying to attack you, yes.
Now we'll just kind of laugh. He says, "You attack us? What with Iger's webs around? You can barely use those functions. It's a shame she didn't get to your physical aspect.
Quite close.
Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to walk at all."
Yes, she was very close to doing that.
Yeah.
Well, so I'm sure she'll be glad to hear that once she's, gets over whatever the fuck is fucking with her.
Well then, if she ever wants to go again, I don't have the magic exploding bag, so she's welcome to come find me.
Jesus.
And at this point, you'll just kind of hear like, hello!
Damn it, Suzuka, the slowest runner in the world. Suzuka, I need you to get here immediately.
Why is Akira here? She'll just gravitate towards the head.
Why is everywhere?
What the hell?
She'll just kind of pant and she'll be like, "The roads are jammed. It's Saturday. Everybody's out." You okay, Ryu? What's that about a rift opening up?
Hear what kind of instincts?
What's Suzuka doing here?
Suzuka from Ryu.
We'll leave that piece of hell for the time being, and yes, I was told that you have the ability to close rifts.
I mean, once we figure it out, what made it to begin with, I can close it. At least that's what Kage told me.
Oh,
Not
I can tell you
Kage, the other
exactly
one.
what caused it if you really need to. I decided to try out one of those rescue bags, and I don't know, the most darkest force I can think of came out of it.
Huh? Dark Force bag? You can't make rifts out of those. It's to do with the city.
Well, this one apparently is very, very evil into the Shadow Realm.
Shadow Realm?
Where was this rift?
Oh, it's inside the domain.
Hmm.
And now we'd be like, I don't sense anything. But then again, my flowers were killed off unceremoniously. And Suzuki will be like, where'd you say it was?
Shizuka.
Hi.
You should probably stay at a safe distance.
Huh?
If I can, I'll try and make a map of everything, of the surrounding terrain. Basically, identifying where the rifts are, or the portal to the domain is, and anything relevant like that.
Alright.
I'll sacrifice distance for accuracy.
Alright.
If I can do that.
Alright.
Roll?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, Kira knows where the portal is. She saw Ryu come out of it.
You just came out of the domain, yeah. It was like an empty one.
Alright, so Raph can kind of like, he can see like various sizes of rifts, but nothing that screams, I'm a shadow world, you know.
I show Suzuka, here's the map of the area around us with all the rifts in it.
These ones haven't even fully formed.
Cool.
Well, is there a way you can close this domain, anyways? Because that's what's inside it.
And now she'll just sigh and says, that was just a space within a domain. This whole transport orbit, it's like a container. Whatever you put inside the container is basically the domain. So you can't close it off.
Can we at least close it? Or, I mean, not close all the way, but I mean block it? Or at least stop it from spilling it out? Maybe if you can connect.
Is this
spilling out? Right. No. It can't be here.
Yeah, it's not
Raph,
here.
you were there last week when it happened. Don't you remember what the nurse said? Well, I guess you didn't hear what Genda said, or what the student council said, but a week ago, a large number of shadows emerged into the city.
I actually wasn't here for that.
That's fine.
I had class that day, so I didn't know what you're talking about.
I know. You were there in the nurse's office when they were cleaning up the fallout. Don't you think that what was happening to those people looked a bit similar to what was happening to Aiga? In fact, Shax has given me the liberty of telling me that it is her shadow is attempting to consume her persona. So if it's the same thing, then it's not related to this place, it's related to something from a week ago. And he glances at Ryu.
Is that where the rift is? She'll look towards Rio.
There was one there, but somehow I wonder if it would have opened a rift. If that is, I could show it to you, but I get the feeling that you wouldn't really want me to do that now, would you?
I don't want you moving from where you are right now, Ryu.
Suzuki would be like, so why is everybody mad at each other?
Oh, we're not all mad at each other. They're all mad at me.
Why is everybody mad at Ryu?
You crossed the line.
She'll just have that, as in you're going to explain that. Look.
Akira's just been staring at Ryu, like she's in a state of anger, but also her paranoia. Just like she still feels like something bad is going to happen. This is not crested, and so she's in this sort of like just staring.
Gonna have to disappear for. Sorry, I need to interrupt. I'm gonna have to disappear for 5-10 minutes. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Ooh.
Rio.
Oh, okay, yeah, me. Yes.
I assume this isn't something you would let slide.
No, it isn't. It absolutely isn't. But there is something else on my mind. You have your priorities in the wrong order, Akira. Saving people goes before punishment.
I know, I'm just making sure nothing happens. Aiga's already on the way back. Can you call Mr. Sugihara?
Yes. ... Dial.
What did we do bad? I don't understand. Is there something I'm missing? Aiga? She was here?
Oh, yes, me and Aiga got into a confrontation over something that happened a week ago.
Would you like to tell the class what happened a week ago?
Oh, you mean when I went to go see about acquiring some crystals from a bunch of people who were corrupted by evil?
And Shizuku would kind of think back, and she'll think back. Oh, yeah, you said to Kage you were going to go somewhere that night after we had a conversation.
Yes, and I also told her that I didn't want her along because I knew if she had gone with me, it would backfire against you.
Against me? I wonder why she wouldn't say anything when I asked.
Making crystals out of people.
Crystals? Why did you need those for?
Because it was the next step.
The next step?
His deal.
Oh, that doesn't sound good. If you went to
do that to people, Ryu. Do I really have to say that?
Say what?
Harming them. You can't just do that to people. You should have stayed.
You're not supposed to. Can is something completely different.
That's a disgusting way to say it. Sure.
You didn't kill anybody, did you?
Of course not. I made sure that they were all alive when I left.
I guess that's
reassuring.
Good thing, right?
You really made... Seeing how you left Aiga? Right. Not dead, sure. At the moment. I'm sure you've went back to check up on them.
Actually, the ambulance was already there when I was leaving.
Oh, good.
And if any of them I thought was too badly injured, I may use the happy juice on them to make sure that they wouldn't die.
Aren't you a saint?
No. Nor have I ever claimed to be Akira.
But if this is to do with shadows, then maybe not here. But I can get Kage out. And she'll just kind of like squirrel a look towards Naomi.